control, but look at what PRX are doing up the guts of the map. 3 players to eventually flank, to eventually pivot.
Same match by this, yeah. They're just going to be swinging around the back. Is that turret set up, though, for the early alert system?
Snakebite's out, too, though.
Mind Freak.
I like pushing out on pistol.
Swung on, Device striking from behind. Or no, from the front, rather. Is able to find one, but he and Mind Freak both going to be flushed out as Martin and Viva get a kill apiece. Spike now is going to be ushered across towards A, just cutting that through Snowman across now the spawn. And
what is going on the minimap?
Yeah, they're essentially
who's attacking here?
YOU, though.
Dude, if something gets YOU, though.
And it is.
Wasn't expecting at all from something. YOU wanted to cut it off.
Leaves now 2v4
It's tough.
for PRX to try to keep up with the pistol win rate that they had set coming into this event. But it's all looking good.
Oh, Jing.
Paranoia will connect here from Jing. Looking to try to get the kill. Martin does get taken down, but Jing
He wins these 1v4. Well,
absolutely nuclear in the rest of the round.
Dude, I mean, they're all up by rafters.
Overall, as the turret does get tapped.
Yeah, Jet checked the spike, though. They know it's not being diffused. Oh. He's going to go for half. Oh, YOU, that's a good peek.
Sets up for a smoke. Looks to try to get the spike held up to half, but in the end, Raga will
That's
arrive,
unfortunate.
It's going to be XLG taking the opening pistol.
Yeah,
Unfortunate. Yeah, it's 10.08.
Just the pistols for PRX.
I swear these agent lines are not that loud when watching VCT China. They all sound so new to me. And we watched a good amount of China Live this year. Like during VODs, obviously I would skip over it, but
give you an opportunity with the sheriff potentially. It's quite passive from everyone at the moment. Seeing if there's any stacks, any aggressions.
they've just ditched A from PRX. That's good. That way they're not over-committing to a push. Forsaken will just check.
The collapse here, Martin trying to find that kill.
Ooh, oh, with the toxic screen.
Allowing for
That's a good hold from XLG. Dude, XLG is giving a lot of respect.
Forward position. Forsaken able to find one. Martin does get taken down, but Viva Raga got one apiece. Jing on the floor. Quick wrap here. Levi arriving. Gets both sheriffs over onto the B side.
XLG's cooling off.
And for now, it's going to be a slowed approach here for XLG.
Yeah, I mean, especially with two people weak. I like paused because Seth was saying talking about the exact same thing. Especially with two people weak. Obviously, you want to keep all your weapons. Okay, PRX. Doable. Coconut's weak too. Well, okay.
We'll go ahead and take
Coconut. Jeez, he gets both there?
I like it. Because you know you took on
a lot of the guns, you know they bought up. So rather than investing into the full buy, going for the Outlaw.
Just going to be shoved away. Seems like this is going to be one of those B-site simulator ice boxes here.
B-site simulator. You don't see it very often in Pacific and China. It's generally always an A-site simulator.
Go ahead and back away.
Chilai calls are generally very good. One of the reasons oh, Varga kicking things off. That's rough. Taking out this and then still covering the site. I mean, XLG now has numbers. They have 50 seconds. They can do as they wish. It would take a lot of effort to clear all of this, though, so I think they'll all just eventually go B anyway. But they're going to wait to see if PRX gets antsy. They'll probably go soon, within the next 10 seconds or so. There you go. And they're spraying through everything. They are not taking any chances. I mean, it's an outlaw, so I don't think you're saving, but...
Scratching their heads a bit. Devi already looking like he might rotate out. Comes back across over towards Snowman. But unless something comes up with a kill, trying to turn this round on its head, it's just going to
there you swap to the Vandal and just save. Damn. I mean, PRX saving, I respect it. But this is a big conversion for XLG.
The Outlaw retrieved. There's another gun deep back at Snowman, so that might be a bit of a
He had beef with Alex. He's off the team. Patman is not off the team. Patman has to apply for his visa for Toronto, so he's not in Shanghai.
5 alive at that as well. You start to consider
is that they play very like util based, info based. They do a lot of pauses, but in the past, my qualm with them was that Rarga would always kind of just be on an island, right? He'd just be like out here and just going in and trying to get kills. So it was like, I mean, he's good, but there was a little bit of disjointment there. But throughout stage 1 and especially in playoffs, I think they cleaned up and they really play as a full team of 5 now. So yeah, I think it's fair to call them a dark horse, but you know, no experience internationally, playing against other styles. They're starting off in playoffs. I think that's just worrying a lot of people who are fans. Ooh, good trade. No weapon though.
A little shot in reply though.
So I think that's the biggest concern for them.
We'll find that once the weapon's here around the corner.
Oh, nice. Oh,
has the headshot. Oh my God, the third one. An absolute belter as Forsaken's gotten 4.
Dude, that was crazy.
Insane value from Jason Susanto. What in the hell
I mean, this is doable. 100%. Oh my God.
Well, that's
dude, how does he get 4?
Way to get on the board that I've ever seen.
Timing.
Okay.
Flipping the net here.
I don't mind it. You can start to shift your weight over to A pretty fast now if you don't see any follow-up. Right? Drone cleared, saw nobody, and yet there's nobody following up on B. Oh, Mindfreak's going even further. I don't think he necessarily needs to, but I don't mind it. It would be best for him to not peek this, though, because you expect a turret here. So don't let them know that you've peeked out. Okay, well, he will. Still a minute, so XLG can re-clear if they want. They just don't have the weaponry. I don't like this tail ult, right? Lets you refill from screens. I would prefer it to be from the other side, much harder. Eva still gets a good kill. And Jing's getting doubles on site, triples. All right. And I think the way this has gone so far, XLG had decent info on like what's going on, based on their own mistakes, basically. Toxic screen keeps him at bay. Up flash doesn't actually clear. It does not go through the smoke. That is rough. That is rough.
Cuts back. 6 bullets remaining in the mag, and on the reswing, we'll be able to find YOU. Martin now needing to try to fight his way out. It's only going to be good for one more. 3-3, the timeout not leading.
10 days, and he's taking a break, but he joked that if PRX plays Fnatic, that he'll be a very busy man. So we'll see. I think he's open to the idea.
Rocket was knifed, though, obviously. Very risky to try to gamble against this guy, but Jing, he likes his odds.
Dude,
PRX
is just getting multi-kills on site. And they're getting ahead. XLG does have some aimers. Serious game they ever have, but I don't think it's I think they are actually taking it pretty seriously as like a practice. Like they don't want to they don't want to be too loose, I think.
This was a great read from the side of PRX. Does trade back a little bit of damage there versus Raga.
Yeah, the easy pick, and then you already know that there was a mid hit. They're going to rotate the op first, so I like that too. Prioritize the op, and then you just leave Forsaken to cover mid. Turret still checks if they're still in tube. It's going to notify, so 3 people watch while where is the op going, man? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Well, rotated to B. It's not like everybody started pushing mid. Okay, this is a little aggressive, but it's against an eco. It is Stingers, but they were so fast that the Stingers don't actually have the range advantage. I mean, PRX is starting to feel the momentum. You can tell that they are dude, they're pulling out all the individual highlights right now. Yeah, Happy Way's basically just taking a break. For what reason, we don't know, but he's visiting family, so.
He was one of the high HP players, too, for PRX, so...
You got 2 at risk.
What do you think Mindfreak's going to do next split? I think he's going to just start snacking on food in the coaching booth. They were joking about that in their comms video. I want to see him do it. I want to see him basically showcase like all the different foods he's eating in Korea in the coaching booth every time out.
Guaranteed that it's still there.
Yeah, just mukbang it up. Just have like, dude, they should literally just do like full-on mukbang for Mindfreak. They should just have a full spread like the Korean mukbang people, streamers. He just orders like chicken. He's just eating chicken while he's hanging out.
Okay, well, doesn't get Martin. He gets YOU, and Jing will find himself a 3K. Stop.
But the reason Patman's not here is because he's applying for his visa for Toronto.
ahead and find
Okay, this is a good start for XLG. You have mid control, forces a lot of attention in mid. See if Forsaken kind of wraps around though. The turret's not watching. Well, the turret will watch through the window. Rarga already on site.
Kill from Raga. Getting the wrap around Forsaken, turns his sights and finds Martin there in kitchen with the Hunter's Fury.
No shot.
Shotgun blast
Oh
there,
my
but still, this round getting away from PRX, and because of the ultimate use, lockdown is great. Something still
No way,
though.
dude.
He's going to be detained here around backside. He needs
Dude,
some
I
protection
can't.
from Forsaken, who is not going to be able to keep him alive.
That's so great.
3 for him, though.
Obviously, we'll have heard that tailwind. Knows that Raga is going to be behind alarm bomb.
Hey, I mean, yeah, dude, Rarga's angle. Dude, if something clutches this, I think he's just proving a point that he's better than Rarga, but I think that's tough. I mean, how do you even isolate these 1v1s, man? He's trying, but it's tough. They get 6. Just even things out, obviously. It'll be fine. Ooh, good flash as well. So they expect the op to be here. What do they do further? They have another flash ready. Oh, that's so much util. They have to clean him up. Oh, no. I mean, this was a straight-up plan from it. Oh. Well, that's an amazing dart.
YOU now arriving.
That's rough. XLG, this was planned to take out the op. They were like, we expected to be here, and we're taking it out of your hands. And there was just so much cover.
Find out how patiently can he play it.
That is rough.
Does Mind Freak
Oh boy.
look left? I don't think he will. There's the strike. Jingo.
YOU clutch round? YOU has some decent clutches for XLG. 1v2, he's got a lot of time.
The position to PRX 2, and they're splitting up right now.
Should be pretty easy to try to isolate here. I mean, Divide does have a lockdown, but a 2v1 commitment on the ultimate would certainly feel bad, even with a round victory.
Yeah,
PRX is okay. Let's see if either of them peek out too far ahead. Divi's getting very greedy for information. Okay, they heard the tap, so Forsaken comes back to regroup faster instead of going for the flank. I like it. I like it. All right, here we go. Fast push out. Jing's favorite. Used to do this on Sage. It's even faster on Omen. Oh, they give up.
Just Blades here for the side of Raga.
Really want to see PRX establish the first 6th-man team.
With that sacrifice, there's still a stinger in hand here for Coco.
I mean, we'll see. The thing is like,
get it in the back pocket, likely just.
I think he's basically going to kind of take a Carpe role, you know, Mind Freak. That feels like what it's going to be until it doesn't work out, and then maybe you freshen it up. But I don't know if they'll do full rotation. I mean, especially with just how flexible both Patman and Forsaken are, and even Devi. I don't know if you need to do a 6-man rotation. Yeah, it's just so hard. It's tough.
Seeing nothing home though, it's not going to be needed, which is kind of neat for XLG. Scaling on up, get the ult off the plant as Viva.
Oh yeah, I did see. Okay, yeah, we got to talk about that. The T1 roster call up. DH, who's a great player, got called up from their academy team onto the main roster. But DH literally has the same Asian pool as Meteor. What does it mean, chat? Yeah. Well, that was a little bit of a weird flick. A little greedy.
Round 5, swing on the corner though, Forsaken around the back of Yellow, taking down Raga. Straight out here on the Jets, but the time is ticking away, getting further and further out of PRX's hands. It's Forsaken on the push forward.
Forsaken?
Simplifying Viva takes him down, but now the
no time.
More time to
yeah, there's the Armageddon.
Here for the side of XLG is now the Armageddon gets laid in over the top. The Tain is there on to Martin, but the spike will erupt.
Rough.
And just for PRX up through B main. Meanwhile, XLG off to the distance doing a full little pistol execute to gain the full control of the A site. Seeing nothing is there.
IOU.
Have to rotate over towards B soon.
Ooh, dude, they're droning, chat. PRX droning, clearing yellow, clearing corners.
Paranoia. Martin watching from behind. Now cuts across over towards Snowman, but no real way to interrupt this. So Spike is going to be
in a mid-season tournament.
Looking for a transfer there off the Ghost. Does manage to find a bit of damage as something gets taken down to 70 HP, but PRX very quickly get that Spike in play.
Yeah, very long flank to come through from XLG here. Time is ticking.
Mindfreak watching here along the back.
Dude, does Raga win this? Oh, well, it might not be a fight.
Gets tucked into
Timing.
Cubby, but that eventually leaves the rest of the players
Whoa,
here at
Martin
risk.
with a spam.
Martin
That
able
gives
to
an
find
opening for
something
Raga.
seemingly through the wall. Swing out now, Raga striking, gets the headshot.
He is clean with it.
As well. And that is going to be the
Damn.
defuse coming in. XLG, plenty of time as they now go 2 for 2 in the pistols.
And not worried at the end. They're happy enough.
Across, that should have been Raga spotted as well, so goes ahead, repositions with this outlaw. Looks to do some damage, and that's going to be.
Oh, he still gets one.
Divide down to 5 HP.
Yeah, Devi's friggin' chipped too. Dude, Raga doesn't back out. He's got cover.
Just getting absolutely torn asunder.
Well,
2 casualties. Some.
I think a big thing will be for,
it's going to be full sheriff purchases here.
you know, Nongshim, obviously. A lot of it probably depends on whether they stay in VCT Pacific or not.
So, yep, the outlaw going to continue to absolutely rip.
Okay. Yep. I mean, literally, I'm a big fan of the Stinger Force in general. I'm actually not a huge fan of it on Icebox, but it does open yourself up to the outlaw getting like.
All right. Well, full Vandals, 1 player only at a risk here from the outlaw.
Can we add the track by track? So, because more and more people like I'm not a fan of the chat getting filled with pictographs, but there's more memes coming up every day. So what I will probably do is I will give the mods reign of 7TV emotes next week. So you know, we'll be nice to the mods and maybe they'll add more emotes. Dinner with RRQ? You think they're gonna have dinner with me? Dude, Ewok doesn't want to be near me. Ewok wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole, chat. I'm cooked. Oh, almost got the 3rd spray.
And just like that, flood attempt quickly as the tide stemmed. PRX finding some stability here with weapons in hand as they tie us up at 8.
If Boom and Notion qualify for champs, they're seeing that the op is on A. It's going to do a quick rotate. Just took the turret out and fast rotate. I like that. I like that from XLG. Ooh, Martin gets tagged. I mean, Raga's full confidence on this. Trying to get ahead of the screen. He's going to stand. Oh, he's going to go deep? Oh!
At least the first 2. Pretty good. Something. Dead. That's all of your.
Dude, Raga is going to be exciting to watch at Toronto. Man. A lot of people, I don't know. I got to favor Jemkin ever so slightly, but people seem to think it's like a, I don't know. Do you think it's debatable? I mean, Raga's really good.
If you want to try and exploit back in towards the B side at the moment,
I don't know.
Recon dart to come back for Forsaken. You're waiting for your toxins to come online as well, and that's exactly what they've now built.
I mean, if it's Raga versus Jemkin, if it ever comes up, like, who are you favoring here? I do think Raga plays more aggressive. Like, I think Jemkin started playing more aggressive this year, which I've wanted to see. But, oh, well, good flash.
Absolutely gorgeous here from Viva.
Really?
Another one there.
Oh, chat's pretty split too.
Something done here, but right
I think
now,
split
XLG
is fair.
in a strong
But
position.
Jemkin, yeah, exactly. Jemkin's so consistent.
Like
Jemkin's biggest strength is he's so consistent.
Yeah, all pretty readable kills to come through from XLG there.
Literally, the last game I can think of where Jemkin really didn't play well is Ascension, when he sent me like G2 merch, Heretics merch, Sentinels merch. Like, I'm down, you know. If you want to invest in a little bit of the market. I mean, you can send me, you know, RQ merch too if you want, but you know that's up to you.
So now everyone from XLG is in position basically.
Yeah, Sun's in YouTube chat. Forsaken, you have the spike. Forsaken, you have the spike. Forsaken, you have the.
Back into this round, a 1v2 here for the Viper of XLG.
Let someone else take the fight, man.
Now going to be recovered. Wide plant out on this corner here. Very back of the plantable space. Something on the Jiggle Peak, able to spot him out here.
All right, they'll be fine for the round still.
Yeah, eventually a smoke will come back online for Jing.
Overall, their creds should be okay.
Actually play for the one-way.
He just wants to duel its icebox.
Only a bite to work with, but now Martin, yep, noted.
Oh, just going. I like it. I like it. You know what? Not letting him reposition. Just go for the double wide swing. Okay. Okay. We're really blaming guys on a microphone. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even close to the stage. What did I ever do?
Maybe the Hunter's Fury would have come out.
Adaptations as well for XLG. With the different wall towards the B site now, courtesy of the pit going down at the A.
They gotta take out Raga here.
Could be strong.
This is a good smoke though.
Well, they expect Raga on this. However,
Dude, this is
operator, Vandal.
The problem is they don't actually know where Raga is. Like, he's been looking at this the whole time. I like the attempt from PRX, but it didn't actually accomplish anything.
Well, there. Does that give you an idea for XLG to budge over towards the B site or not? When you think it might
Don't
be a bit
underestimate your powers.
Good smoke.
I mean, all I'm saying is you did it without me. Now try doing it with me, you know? Like, let's see. I mean, this is a rough round. They put up so much of a show on B with all the smokes, but it just didn't matter because Raga just kept going wide on the container.
And XLG, barring an ace clutch here from Forsaken, they're going to get themselves to double digits and regain the lead.
And not a single point of damage.
I really liked it. I really like all of the XOG squad, though. Like, before, it kind of felt like it was just Happy Way and Raga, but Coconut's really stepped up. Viva's been consistent. YOU, I think, has a lot of good X factor for the team. So, I've really come to like this team.
When they to and fro around the map, where are they pushing? Getting all the information at B. For example, PRX want to go a little bit quicker to stave them off, to force them back.
I think top 20 for sure for Jing. But I mean, top 10's really packed if you think about it, chat. If you've been watching like all the regions, just even somewhat, like you know it's very competitive. 46 HP. But all he needs is one blade to take out each person. About to John Wick this site with the knives. Oh, dude, I freaking dodged that flash.
Will not be as fortunate on the back end, ends up falling as Viva collects 2 kills.
I tried to ante it IRL.
Backside, Amplify one, Jing, it screens, comes up with another 2 eliminations for himself. And suddenly, Martin, last one standing, PRX. 1 kill away from
1v2, Martin. Ooh, took a little too long on that first kill.
For the transfer, PRX, they taught
XLG, it's very well written.
8 assists for Viva, I think, is what I saw there. But I mean,
it feels like every flash has got kills.
I think it's just because, like, yeah, not every time has there been a.
I mean, okay, you got mid. What are you gonna do with it?
He is hitting them.
Oh boy.
Right there as well.
I mean, they gotta pick and choose the site, man. Where are they gonna go from here? Where are they gonna go?
The defender spawn for Jing is suspected, but something.
I mean, you're in a literal pinch.
Martin, but YOU similarly still has his eyes trained over and is able to flush out the omen in the end.
This is where you get a little bit of suspicion.
Yeah, Mind Freaks had a bit of a quiet game. 2, 14, and 4.
YOU with the drone, you would assume, unless it goes all the way back to the snowman, which it actually will.
Honestly, though, these are the types of strats I think it's worth trying at a tournament like this. Because A, you find out if it works on the surface level or not. But B, also, it's like, you know people are going to be watching, right? If you're going to Toronto. So it's like, now if you have a variation of it, as long as you build on it, it's not bad. I mean, it's a wild strat, but sometimes you need a little wild.
From one spots out Viva, but Viva gets the jump. That's going to be XLG once again, just continuing to swing things.
It's a very BBL strat. Yes, it's a very no command Armageddon lockdown.
Split variety for them.
PRX only has the lockdown, so even if you get a kill, I don't think it's really worth it in this round to use your ult because they'll just overpower your ult, and they have no problem doing that because they're at 11. I'm a big fan of dumping your ults on 11.
To attack into the stack from XLG.
Oh, timing on the drone.
Pretty well read. We'll spot out at least one. Drone over the top, revealing Raga in the forward spot. Has to reposition. Fragment at the ready. Send Viva.
So G, they're giving space.
Disrespecting the smoke. Forsaken storms through, and Raga ends up getting taken down.
Ooh, and the double swing ready.
Done it again is the question. Still able to find one.
Like, this one isn't even that bad, but just every time I see Forsaken die with the spike in hand is killing me.
Needing to try to clutch versus 3. Weapons recovered. A wide swing attempt with the Stinger at range. Not going to lead to too much of anything there, but Divide plays off the back.
If Mindfreak plays like this, he'll get benched forever. Is he really going to mind, though?
Forwards as well in this one. No one can get anything consecutive.
We Southeast Asians believe in black magic deeply. With your kind of power, you're basically a shaman. Get out of here.
The Vandal as well for Jing gets a little bit too overzealous, pushing an opportunity. May very well have been.
I'm not Southeast Asian. You can't put that on me. That's insane.
Full rounds of
A command in Mini's channel is Mini is taking a break, but should be supporting PRX remotely for Toronto. Oh, okay. So he's not doing prep for them, but he'll probably work with them remotely for Toronto. Interesting. Interesting.
This drone again going out from XLG, running out what it can. A little bit more of a forward position from Coconut. Oh, but it doesn't matter.
That's a wild chat to say, by the way. If Chobra isn't supporting them, who will they blame the loss on? That's crazy. They just won stage 1. That's, I mean, you're saying it for me, I guess, but that is a wild chat. Holy.
Drone coming out. Forsaken tries to keep them interested on this A side.
Yeah, this could be a good fake time for PRX as well, because there was just a clear over a B long from a flash from Viva.
XLG.
Yeah, this is a good selling point right now from
Damn.
PRX, but what can Martin actually do at this B site now? Hearing the utility, hearing the plant.
White is going to go down and should get a bit of damage there on the Ching, but
okay, Pit up.
Pit now in play.
You have your ultimates too.
Being used over at the A side, it's free range.
Yeah, the lockdown being used on A is rough. And they didn't really have a choice but to stick around for it either.
Going to be taken down. So now both teams at Jetless, a 4v4 retake. Coconut just hits one right through the smoke.
They're going to save?
To say the least.
Oh, they're just going as far back. I was like, why is he going so far? Oh, he wants the flash. Okay.
Well, if needed for Forsaken.
Timing play. Snake Bite goes out. Divide eliminated. White finds YOU. Is in the case of carrying them asunder. Hunter's Fury
okay, that's an important kill though.
And Forsaken
didn't tag him. No time.
And bring this round to an end. Still though, it's damn
PRX gets simmered. Is it Yo Man and Ban?
Meanwhile, PRX very, very quickly over towards B.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. This.
Gets a ton of damage onto something. 12 HP remaining.
That is rough, man. Off the timeout. They had this screen too, so they can stagger the retreat.
Kind of the same thing in the
Hit and then, dude, I like it from XLG. This is a good timeout call. Hit and then fight them immediately on B. Holy.
Try and do the heavy lifting in this sort of position as well. Something. 12 HP. Finding the gaps around the map.
Gee, OPR 떴다는데요? Yeah, sounds like it's the official list out. I haven't seen it yet. I know someone linked the link, but linked the tweet.
Deny that completely. Divide.
Yeah, seriously, Pacific teams have to learn how to stinger, by the way.
Pushes, finds the first, is able to isolate, tries to reset, doesn't manage to make it happen. 6 HP remaining here on the Killjoy. 7 bullets.
Dude,
in the mag.
I want Divine to pull back the alarm bot.
Dropped. Martin in the corner. 28 seconds. Divide could go for the pivot.
Oh, because otherwise you know he's nearby.
Alrighty, well, a decent little run of it here for the side
well,
of Divide,
OT.
Where the Viper had gone, might have thought that maybe.
Oh, no.
That's a mistake.
Well, I don't think that was a part of the timeout call.
No.
Oh, no.
All right, well, in theory, a lot more dangerous and precarious.
Oops. I mean, it happens way more often than you would like to admit.
Yeah, that plays a little bit different on your game plan in this sort of round if you're going for a bit of a slower play. First engagements, though, something finally going to win one.
Okay.
Been a little bit.
Yeah, YOU taken down here. Solid opening kill as Mind Freak.
He's spotted multiple. Oh, the chase is coming.
Yeah, backing away.
Yellow's taking over as well, but there's 3 people here. What are the positions that PRX takes? Angles. Snake bite. Nice and early. Prevents them from pushing in. I like it. Ooh, the salvos are good.
Double face out.
Oh.
Double death. Mind Freak and Jing both going to be taken down and just landing right in front of Martin. I mean, he is making up for the botch earlier.
I mean,
doesn't matter
yikes.
if he doesn't have the poison orb, it would seem. Lotus, the next one coming through. I mean, again.
I think it was. I mean, yeah, PRX could have also just hit the one taps, I guess, but I think XLG played that quite well.
Set up with, something in Jing shifting back
Happy Way
over
is better
on
than
Raze.
Martin, but Martin's having quite a good game, so it's very clear that Martin is still like
Your own map pick.
practicing a lot. 22-17.
Single from Raga. Nevertheless,
And Martin's not a bad player. It's just Happy Way. I think Happy Way has a higher
little bit
peak.
more. Jing does manage to answer one
Happy
back.
Way used to have some
Plays
slow
from
starts
similar.
too, so
Gonna fall away as Coconut trying to play delay tactics here as much as he possibly can. Pop flash out, no one receiving that as gonna be a snake bite there.
I mean, they are getting denied.
Positions as much as humanly possible. You can see Forsaken does
I like how both the Jets are done.
Similarly, gonna take it down, delayed on that
Sprayed
fight,
down.
Eventually does fall.
3 versus 3, lots of damage to the PRX lads.
Yeah, Forsaken and Jing are so weak. Yeah, Forsaken can't actually take that fight.
Help between the two of them here.
They're gonna trophy. They have no idea about. Okay, well, Mind Freak does apparently. Never mind.
2 kills here.
I thought they had no idea about
A bit of a
Coconut, but
rough one
he
so
had his
far in this
suspicions.
map, but I guess when they need him the most,
All reliable.
now IOU on the flank.
We need to remember this has been one off-season map.
Recon
It's
goes
too
in
soon
deep
to
ahead.
judge too quickly.
Still
Good
sights
on you
set
for
on
trying to be the
angle.
voice of reason on the internet. I appreciate it. It's a lost fight, but I
Or potentially falling on back and seeing what the lurk of YOU can find over at A, what information he can get.
okay, they're pushing out early. Drone to make sure you get vision. I like that. Flying low so it doesn't get taken out.
Oh no! Does find a good amount of damage. Why are you gonna pull down to 30 HP? And at the same time,
no.
Raga does get taken down. So in the end, a solid trade here for the side of PRX.
You gotta be careful playing this angle though.
I mean, listen, I'm glad that Mind Freak's waking up, but for him to MVP, chat, we gotta go to like
Could upset Mind Freak
20v20. We gotta go quite a few rounds.
towards the A side of things. Would it make you contend with Jing by his lonesome self essentially, because Forsaken has the task to at least watch over mid.
마틴 선수가 그 레어
over.
아톰에서도 잘했었고 나쁘지 않은 선수예요. 그냥 XLG 특히나 해피웨이 선수가 워낙 잘해가지고 그렇지.
Just gonna double up.
Yeah, Martin's. I mean, well, he's playing real well. We'll see how he does in the second map. Oh, Jing! Oh, what a Jing round, dude! That movement. Oh, that was so smooth. That was nice. Dude, it's so nice to see Jing like not have to be hyper all the time on Raze. Like he still can when he needs to, but it's so good to see. Dude, if that gets them to close us out, that's a real impact 3K.
I've seen him push up towards pipes with that op. More favoring the rest of the utilities. Shields as well.
중국리가 맨날 나오던 팀만 나와서 그런가 좀 새롭네요. 다른 팀들도 보니까. 아 근데 올해 되게 많이 새로워졌어요. 퍼시픽도 마찬가지고 전체적인 성장이 많았어가지고 중국 리그 저는 올해 되게 재밌게 봤습니다. Yeah, China, getting to see like newer faces from China is very refreshing, but I think it's been fun. It's kind of similar to Pacific in a way that there's just like an overall improvement and upgrade, and so there's a little bit of a rumbling in the rankings. He knows he has no info, so okay. I like the safety from Forsaken. He doesn't know who it was
A
though.
lot of numbers for XLG over towards this A site means that YOU has to be.
It's interesting that PRX off of that one kill, drone kill, are going to B, because it could have just been one person holding with everybody rotated. They want to try to get mid. Eventually they will. So that opens up. That was their idea, to open up space. Forsaken's got to do more though.
They try to push forward through the kitchen. Two-player crunch attempt here.
Oh, he's ready for it. Oh,
no!
So close. But they got spike planted. I think he needed at least two, and he got two. So doable. Yeah, the angle's not great. Something's gonna hold close. Holy. Okay, turret's gonna watch. Oh my God, they're gonna push out. Oh my God. The most PRX way.
Called up to play on the roster here at the tournament. Sends out the snake
Martin.
Bite, some damage, and
Oh, the
they're just double
positioning, the
15
spacing is
and 13,
good.
something will get the final
Dude, they're
shot
playing
through
as a
as
team.
PRX slows out their map pick.